So, how's it going, everybody? We're here with Jake, Tom, and Derek. We're going to be talking about this game that me and Jake are in, but Derek's not, so he's just going to give intelligent and probably stupid commentary at the same time.
I like turtles.
See? That's what I mean. And then Jake's here, too. Say hi, Jake.
So, who got going for commanders this game?
So, Jake's playing Tatiova.
Yeah.
I'm playing the Kaalia deck, which isn't mine. It's Matt's deck, which is the guy that I'm pointing at right now. And so we have Kaalia the Vast, which is really, really dumb. And you're going to see that mostly in this game, whenever I get my commander out, no one's going to let her go into combat pretty much ever. Because her effect is when she attacks, she's a 2/2, 1 red, 1 black, 1 white, 1 colorless, 2/2 flyer. When she declares an attack, you can put in an angel, demon, or dragon?
It's Angel, Demon, or Dragon.
Yeah.
She just breaks them all. She breaks up with them because she just dumps them into the field.
And then do you want to talk about Alessia?
Alessia, wait, which?
Who smiles at death?
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
This is another Johnny combo. These are 4 really good decks.
Oh, yeah, it's one it attacks. It's basically a reanimator for low-cost creatures.
Yep, for anything that's power 2 or less.
Well, it's not actually not costless, it's powerless, because you can get back some silly things that cost...
Power 2 or less, yeah.
Because, like I said...
Avalanche Rider.
Avalanche
Oh, Jake, you just showed your hand. Oh my goodness.
Couldn't see a thing.
No, that was Rooftop Storm, Demonic Tutor, or Gravecrawler. I don't know how Matt didn't win this game.
Because we killed him.
you guys killed him. He almost won. So, what... You want to explain what you were playing?
So I'm playing Tatiova, Benthic Druid. She's a 5-mana, Simic and 3 commander for a 3/3 that whenever a land enters the battlefield, you draw a card and gain 1 life.
It's cool, it's just a planeswalker ultimate as a creature.
Yeah. She's pretty nuts. Like,
Gaining life's bad, don't play her.
so...
Drawing cards good.
I'm going to say 100% when she came out in Dominaria, we undervalued the crap out of her. Like, nobody was... I picked up the deck and made it for fun, and, like, then Jake came in one time and played it, had a good time playing it. She gets to draw a lot of cards, which there are a lot of people that like to draw cards. Let's be real here.
I like to draw cards.
It's the best thing to do.
I play a zombie.
You play Scorpion God.
It's Scorpion.
Oh, we got to tell that story of the video that's never going to come out. I'm so sad that we lost footage from a really amazing game.
I thought I was out of that game and I blew everybody out right last second.
Yeah, but we'll talk about that in another video. But basically, so the last commander is Jisn Geralf. So this is blue, black, 2 colorless. When it enters the battlefield, you have to put the top 4 cards of your library into play. I know, I wish that was a real art. It's not.
Oh, it's not.
From your library into your graveyard.
None of those are. Yeah, from your library into your graveyard. And then once per turn, you may cast a graveyard. Cast a graveyard?
Wow,
Whoa!
Young Moss Will.
That's really... It's passive flames. Once per turn, you may cast a zombie from your graveyard. So she is really good when you're playing a zombie swarm deck, if you want to talk a little bit about this.
Okay, because I used to play this for a little bit, and then I
sold it to him.
I sold it. Well,
for
traded
foil Jace.
For foil Jace, and I think it was a few other things that were kind of minor anyway. And then he gave it, sold it to you.
Talk about some of the combos.
The main combo you usually want to go is Rooftop Storm. It's all zombies, so you get Rooftop Storm. You need some type of sack out with Gravecrawler and something to do with the sack out. Usually one of the zombies that pings for damage, like Diregraph Captain's usually a good one.
Vengeful Spirit.
Plague Belcher's a new one. I like Plague Belcher because it's each opponent. It's not targeted, so it gets around those pesky hexproof things.
Yeah.
Good morning, baby!
Aegis of the Gods.
Yeah, exactly.
That kind of stuff. Exactly. So, basically... Oh my god, you have a strip mine in your hand. You are... I remember you strip mined me in this game. Because I said I was behind. Yeah, I was behind on land.
No,
and then
it
I
wasn't
stayed
this game.
behind. That was this
It
game.
wasn't this game. No, that was the other game.
Was that not this game? Oh, look at Azusa. So you want to explain what you're doing right now?
So basically, my deck, all it does is I play a bunch of lands, and I continue to play lands, and then people get threatened because I'm playing a lot of lands. And when I have my commander on board, I get to draw cards and gain life from those lands. And then I have a bunch of ramp spells like Cultivate, Kodama's Reach, Harrow, all the fun ones.
You're going to see it in a deck tech that we're putting up on the channel. But basically, so what... I said I want it. I need some ramp over here.
Yeah.
I tried to steal the card from him. But...
He just paid 2 life for Phyrexian Steel.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, there is a black card that steals creatures, which is New Blood. If you tap an untapped vampire you control, you can take control of it. It becomes a vampire. So that's Risen Executioner. That one is one of the win cons because it kind of works like Gravecrawler. So let's just catch up to the board state first. So we've got some dual lands out. Temple of Malice, Smoldering Marsh, Forbidden Orchard, Godless Shrine, Blood Crypt, Plateau, Then Matt, I think, has Path of Ancestry and 2 Swamps. And then he has a Death Baron, which gives +1/+1 Death Touch to other zombies.
And he
Risen
also gives
Executioner.
+1/+1 Death Touch to skeletons. And the funny thing about it, because how it's worded, it says other zombies get +1/+1. And it's like other zombies and skeletons get +1/+1
So-
Death Touch. So if there's a way to make him a skeleton, he would get his own buff.
That's cool. So Risen Executioner is another combo in the deck. Basically, it can cast itself out of the grave. It's 2 swamp. It's 2 black, 2 colorless. It gives other zombies +1/+1. And then it can cast itself out of a graveyard, but costs 1 more to cast for each creature in the grave.
Of each other creature, which is the big important part.
Yeah.
Because you have Rooftop Storm and there's no other creature
Which makes
in
it
play.
nothing.
It doesn't count. It does not count itself. Because if it did, then it would still cost 1, and you couldn't Rooftop Storm because
Yeah.
attacks overwrites costing 0.
Yeah, so there's Nahiri.
Ooh,
I
nice.
counted
This
this
ends up getting
Nahiri.
countered because he was scared about it.
Oh,
Because
is that
by the way, I had Unburial.
plasma capture?
Yeah.
I had
Plasma
I had Unburial Rights in my hand, so I was going. Nahiri is, I forget all of her. Her +1 is discard a card, then draw a card.
If you discard a card, draw a card.
Well, no,
Yeah.
it's plus. You may discard a card if you do draw a card.
Yes, and then her minus is
-3, exile target tapped creature, enchantment, or artifact.
Or tapped artifact. I think it's tapped artifact.
No,
artifact and enchantment are
and
untapped.
tapped
The
creature.
creature is
Yeah.
tapped.
That's
Yeah.
right, it's creature.
And then her ult says win the game.
Do you want to explain what Azusa
yeah.
does before we get past that?
Azusa, very simply, even though she just got exiled because people are mean to me.
Anguish on making.
Anguish on Making's a fun card, but Azusa, instead of saying play 1 extra land per turn, it says I get to play 2.
Yeah.
So that is a value trade.
That's the best extra lands next to Oracle of Moldiah. Just because Oracle gets value off the top of the deck too.
well,
which-
Azusa's $13 now. And
yeah,
Oracle's
because
45.
reprints. Well, because reprints. and
How
not
much is
reprints.
Oracle?
45.
Damn.
And it's 4 mana. The card's bad.
Listen, when you dodge reprints, you're in there. Like,
Yeah.
look at what happened to Death Baron. Like, let's talk about that. Like,
So what you're seeing here is I only tapped 1 land to play this Tatiova, but it's because I plasma captured the Nahiri, so I had 4 mana floating in any colors that I wanted.
yeah, so it's like,
Overpriced, high risk, high reward mana drain.
see,
basically.
here comes the shrimp line on me. Or is that?
I'm
or-
pointing it at Matt.
Oh yeah, no, it
Yeah,
is
see?
Matt. It is Matt.
Is that
See?
you take it as exotic or
So Anguish on Making exiles a target non-land permanent at instant speed, and you lose 3 life. So we're not even gonna really try. I can kind of see the life, but it's gonna be a little bit too
Well, look, it's
difficult.
around the
Oh,
screen.
you know, I play a strip mine, I might blow up
You
yours.
want
this
you to read
time.
around the screen. It says 38, 30.
Wait, how did you get the strip out of your grave?
You just played
Life in the Loam.
Life in the Loam.
Oh,
Good cards.
That's
good
a good.
cards.
That's a good way too.
that's broken in
No,
that deck.
one of the reasons I didn't really want to make this deck is because RJ had already built it because he's like the lands deck guy.
I built that before RG did. Tatiova.
He had the deck built before the card was even out.
Really?
Using a proxy.
He does that all the time.
He
He
had a
built
proxy
he built
of
a
her.
Nala before the Panharmonicon Wizard came out also. And then he proxied the Panharmonicon Wizard because that broke that deck. But getting off those decks, so Death Baron is $4 now. Went from being $30 to $4. We haven't had a lot going on yet. Okay, we got a Steve, which is a Sakura Tribe Elder, if you want to take this one.
Basically, it says sacrifice, search your library for a land, basic land, and put it onto the battlefield tapped. Feels very good because I just get to ramp some more, and my commander's on board. So I'm gonna draw a card. I'm gonna gain a life, and I'm just gonna get more card advantage because that's what blue does.
So, to talk a little bit more about this deck.
Did Matt Mill was that?
No, it got strip mined.
Oh, strip mine. Oh, okay.
Jake asked what's the best land to strip mine on the field, and I told him Path because it's going to let him scry and it gives him all of his colors.
Despite the outcome of this game, I'm the worst Magic player at the table.
Oh no, I mean the other Matt, the Matt at the bottom corner.
Yeah.
that looks like a.
A Forbidden Orchard?
I blew up.
That also got
I
strip
life in the
mined.
loam to back.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh.
He played it twice in a
Oh,
turn.
you're a douche nozzle.
So Crypt Breaker, you want to explain
I
that?
love Crypt Breaker.
I still play that, by the way.
It's
pretty hard.
It's
one black, one colorless. Tap, discard a card. You put a tap 2/2 zombie into play, and you can tap.
I was explaining it to him.
Yeah, you can tap 3
Yeah.
untapped zombies, lose 1 life, and draw a card. I love that card.
Yeah.
It just and because how its effect works, just like a zombie, you don't. It gets past its own summoning sickness. So right now, if that is a zombie in play, you can tap 3 right now and draw a card.
That's not what he ends up doing, no.
Yeah, he's gonna go for the beats.
Yeah, no, he swung at
What a
Jake.
surprise! Everyone's attacking me.
Because you strip mined his land, obviously. So the only thing that Matt has done so far, he hasn't gotten an engine online with Alicia. I finally get an Ancient Tomb. I think I play Kalia this turn.
Yeah, you do.
And where's
I'm just thinking about how to play my... Oh no, here comes Vindicate. I'm pretty sure that goes
Kill
with
Tatiova.
Tatiova.
Yeah, let's just kill Jake Commander again.
Yeah, because you had enough advantage.
it-
So we picked on him for like 5 turns, but then it stops because I literally say in the game,
Fatal error.
I'm like, we've picked on Jake enough. let's get to actually swinging at each other before one of the Matts wins, like
Out of
just
nowhere.
out of the blue.
And then Matt M also was this close, so close to winning.
You're all the way down to 20.
You know, that doesn't really matter in my deck. I escape shift to go back up.
So
to 30.
talking about Tatiova, the reason why I made it in the first place, he racked those charms your graveyard, so Strip Mine isn't online anymore.
No, he takes out my life from the loam.
Well, Strip Mine was also in the grave.
Yeah, but getting out life from the loam is really good.
So, do you want to explain Rakdos Charm? Do you know all the modes?
Yeah, it's you get the exiled target player's library. It's the
Library? Graveyard.
Sorry, graveyard. Sorry, that is so good. Buy deck, just smack it.
Target yourself, Lab Man. Seems pretty good.
GG!
Then it's the other one is it destroys an artifact, I believe.
Yeah, artifact.
And then the other one is each creature deals 1 damage to its creature's controller.
Yeah, it used to be a sideboard against Splinter Twin in Modern. Because Splinter Twin's an infinite.
Funny thing with that, if you're playing infect creatures, the creatures will do infect damage to you.
Yeah,
It says the
because the creatures deal damage. Yeah, I know. And Death Touch and it's Lifelink. It's all funny ways to get around things. Like Walking Ballista with a Basilisk Collar if someone wants to play that.
That's a machine gun.
We all play Modern. That's a machine gun.
Yo, can we just call him Kelly from now on? Because he's Machine Gun Kelly.
Look at me. What am I doing over here?
I think you're explaining
I'm making him keep the deck over there because he kept putting his deck on the other side. We couldn't see anything. I'm like, keep your commander over here. Your graveyard goes over here.
The spooky graveyard.
I just got angry. Oh, is that Altar?
That's Ash. Yeah, that's the good altar.
I think that's
Phyrexian
actually
Altar?
That's Phyrexian Altar.
I think that yeah, it is.
Yes, it is.
So Phyrexian Altar doesn't just work with Risen Executioner because it only makes a black. So, but Matt, like I'm doing the worst in this game so far. I think EA's coming at Matt this time. Yeah.
And I think at this point he probably should have been maybe going for a little bit more draw, trying to find like some more pieces. Because
Well, he has all the pieces in his hand. He needs to draw lands.
yeah, that's the thing. He's only just had 3 lands.
Jake put him behind. That's
Oh,
why.
he had 4 lands.
Oh.
He also has a Vampiric Tutor that I see in his hand, and he hasn't been using it.
He didn't.
He
Play,
could have literally,
opened hand with
he
it.
could have literally used it and gotten a land like Nykthos. Nykthos would have been nice. Matt does have a turn where he almost wins, but he fucks up because he was off by 1 mana, and we'll get to that. But I get my 6th land for the game.
Because I think the way that this Jisandrolf is built, it's relying a little less heavy on Zombie Swarm and a little
More
bit more
combo.
on finding the combo pieces.
I switched it up too.
Yeah, it can be really beat down if it really wanted to, but I think you maybe need to get a few more of the token generators to kind of go wide with it.
Yeah.
Or run a
Coat of Arms.
creatures and stuff
Go
like
get the
that.
Coat of Arms.
But like, if he's got Altar in play, so that means he's basically 1 card away from really having a win condition here.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact: the altar doesn't stay very long.
Yeah, I tell Jake that Altar is the best.
Yeah, I wouldn't have just thrown
So
it out
Kali.
there unless he really needed it.
Kalia resolved, but I don't remember if I actually get an attack step.
You do get into attack step. I believe you play Ob.
Oh, right, against you who has to tutor and take 10 life. That was a fun little nifty.
Oh no, that's at the end.
Yeah, I was like, I saw it in my hand. I was like, Jake's not gonna like this card.
Fun fact: he played up Nixos,
Oh,
and I still cracked revolving
and
Lion.
see,
And the Chupacabra.
I was like, I took Kalia. I was like, I saw Matt play Chupacabra. I was like, I'll take this out here.
We already know it's gonna happen.
We do. Like, Kalia is literally the scariest commander to get to an attack step. She can literally beat you by cheating out an Iona and calling a color, and you're just off the color. Like,
Oh yeah, totally. When I play a lot of monocolored decks, Tom.
it's fun. But she's not my commander, so get mad at Matt.
I know.
Anyway, I was just playing the deck because I didn't have my... I didn't want to play Brawl in this game.
And you have Tatiova as well.
Yeah, but she wasn't finished at the time.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm reworking her to make her a little bit more serious because I realized that even just putting fun cards in... So here's a nifty thing that we play. They could be fetch lands, but we're just being cheap and we're using Evolving Wilds and Panoramas and stuff
I mean,
like that.
people usually
I actually don't even
still
play
run them.
panoramas.
Yeah, what?
I don't even play panoramas.
I still play them.
Myriad Landscape and some of those people still run.
Myriad Landscape's too good.
Myriad
not to-
Landscape's advantage though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so is the Blighted. What's the other one called?
Blighted Woodland.
Blighted Woodland.
Because like when I play
Yeah.
Omnath, I still, even if I had fetch lands, I'd still run those 2 just because you want
Just
the landfall
because they're double
triggers.
lands, yeah.
Double lands. Let's get landfall triggers. Let's get draws. Let's get elementals. Let's do this.
Right, but in reality, you could just be running fetches. So,
Yeah. Well, I'll eventually probably run both. I just haven't really worked on lands too much for Omnath.
right. But let's just say Matt has put the full money in Kalia, which is why you're seeing like dual lands and like I have all the dual lands out. I use fetch lands. I have an Ancient Tomb. Like Matt obviously put a lot of money into the Kalia deck. He put a lot into the zombie deck, but it wasn't finished at this point. So he's playing a lot of stuff that he didn't want to be
No, the
playing at
deck
the
is
time.
surprisingly cheap. Like with like where it was. If you don't have like if you take out like the tutors and like the fetch lands, it's not a real super expensive deck.
The Altar started making it expensive.
Yeah,
though.
the Altar is like probably the first big money card you really need to play the deck. Like
which is
Like how much?
Sidisi. Wait, what?
I was seeing for
Oh,
results.
Jake. I said, wait. No, because I made a comment. I'm like, wait, are you just putting things in the grave? You got to look at Jake, friend.
I do see a Sidisi in there.
So here's a funny little thing that I've learned in that deck, that if you have Vanquisher's Banner out and you go for any of the combos but Mikaeus Triskelion in that deck, you can actually kill yourself.
Because it forces you to draw.
Because it forces you to draw. It's not a man.
You run Lab Maniac, so you end up just sacking your creatures
Right.
for mana, play Lab Maniac with your infinite mana.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. But if you don't have the 3 mana, the Lab Man, you can literally just kill yourself. I've had it. Luckily, that's why there's backup combos in the deck. But so obviously, me and Matt, like, which are the two on the other side who's playing Alessia, we haven't really done much this game.
Tom, I like your combo of play lands and put your commander back in the
I had nothing that game. Literally nothing going on. I had 2 good creatures to play, and I was just waiting to play them.
Thank God I would have been able to kill you if you did something.
Yeah, exactly. But Matt was doing it
I'm
up
still
anyway.
going aggro.
Unless he's drawing a card.
He's attacking me this
Or you-
time, I think.
I still would definitely be going for draws.
No, I think he's going 1 at each. And I told Matt to swing at Matt because I was like, Matt, if you swing it at Matt and he blocks with the Ravenous Chupacabra, we can kill Tatiova on Matt's turn. So I play a lot of politics when I play Commander. I was like, Matt, if you swing the 1 at Matt, Matt will block with Ravenous Chupacabra. So swing the 4/6 at Matt, it dies. And then we get Matt finally have an engine online, like, of being able to use Chupacabra back and kill something so we can get Tatiova off the field.
Stupid. What the card? It's from I forgot what it's called.
Avalanche Riders, the one that blows
No,
away?
it's the one that it's the Edict effect, but it's a 1/4 4-drop. Because I'm pretty sure you can't. Because with Alessia, I don't think you could get Fleshbag Marauder because it's a 3/1.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Merciless.
The Slum
Slum
Reaper.
Reaper. That's what it is. Yeah, because that's something she could bring out too, and that's a nice Edict because you just sack it off every turn.
Or Avalanche Rider, which blows up a non-basic land.
Yeah.
Or any
But
land. And it has Echo.
But then
Or
you look
Gonti
at, then you
Revelar
look at
can exile
Tatiova over there with Jake with all his basics. It's like, hi, that's cool.
Yeah. Well, is it any land?
I thought it was non-basic. I might be mistaken.
I think Avalanche Rider's non-basic.
Hold on. It was right there. What does that say? Destroy target land.
Oh, it's
Anyway.
target land? Oh, it's
Yep,
target
and it is Echo. So explain how broken that is in that deck. Why Echo is so stupid in that deck.
Echo is at your upkeep. You either pay its mana cost or you sacrifice it. So it goes back to the bin. To attack again, to bring it back out again. Then your next upkeep. Because how Echo works, it says, since the last turn it entered the battlefield, so it doesn't have to even be cast. So when it's being ripped out with Alessia, it
makes Revelark really broken in this deck because it's a 2/2.
Oh my god.
It has Echo.
No, Revelark has not Echo. It has
Evoke.
Invoke. Yeah.
Yeah, Evoke. Yeah. So Revelark dies right away. So he's not running the Yosei lock, or is it Yosei? What's the white dragon?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not running the Yosei lock, which is a sack outlet. Yosei, target player. I actually play Yosei in this game. I remember
Do it to me
because I
twice.
locked you. Yeah, I locked him under land like twice. So because Kalia and Alessia are very similar decks, both running Master Cruelties, both running Revelark, both running Yosei.
Both
Master of Cruelties.
Mardu, not fun.
So do you want to explain Master Cruelties because he does actually come up in this
It's a
game?
1/4, I think, or
It's a 1/4 demon.
with,
drop.
with flying, and if it
Does not have flying.
Does it have flying?
Does not have flying. It has menace, I think.
Menace.
I think it
Is
has
it Menace?
menace. I think it's menace.
Because it was back before Menace was a thing. I believe it was from
It came out it First Strike Death Touch.
First Strike Death Touch. That's what it is, right? So it's annoying the block, and so if it deals damage, successfully deals damage to the player, your life total goes to 1.
Yep.
Yep.
So explain how that works with Kalia and.
Oh, so
Alessia.
you attack, it's in the graveyard. You bring it in tapped and attacking with her ability. So
Yeah.
it's like, hey, look, here's a Master of Cruelties coming at you.
So explain what you're doing right now. Teferi, Eternal Witness. What do they do?
Well, Teferi gives all my creatures flash,
And then the second part.
and the
is
second
broken-
part is everyone else's spells become sorceries, no matter what they say. So no one can interact with me anymore,
And
and
you
I can interact with them, and they can't do anything about
And
it.
this is a card that I got him to run. I really like this card.
Mending of Dominaria is sweet. It's 5 mana. It is a saga. 1 and 2 are both the same. It's put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard. Then you may return a creature card from your graveyard to your hand.
I completely forgot with Teferi, because I know he said if someone else plays, say, like a Leyline of Anticipation, where it says you can cast things at instant as though they
Whatever
as though
was
they have
cast
flash.
second.
Yeah, because it's
Whatever
the-
was cast
it's
second is gonna
timestamps.
overwrite it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's where it comes first. So if you That's
Good luck with
Isn't
that
that weird
resolve.
how that works?
Good luck having that resolve.
But yeah, against him, yeah.
That's how how Opalescence.
So
and
I don't think
ability
you
work.
get the spell burst online in this game. So do you want to explain that nifty combo?
So spell burst is a lot of fun. I typically will only use the spell burst when I have
Seedborn
Crufix and Seedborn Muse on the board, and Teferi just helps. Spell burst is a counter spell with buyback. It is blue and X. It reads counter target spell with convert a mana cost X. And then it has buyback for 3. So if it's a 3 mana spell, I could pay 7, counter target spell with convert a mana cost 3, and return it to my hand. When I have a ridiculous, effectively infinite mana, I could counter every single spell around the table that's going to affect me until eventually
I've
I
done
get
it.
to win the game.
Right, Derek?
Yep.
I've done
And
it.
especially with the Teferi out there, you can't respond.
And
You
Seedborn.
yeah, and Teferi and Seedborn
So-
Muse, it just...
If he has spell burst in his, so first off, there's a play that I told Jake to put in his deck, but I don't know if he got it yet. It's something that I have for mine that I bought already. All right, so we're back. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty. So you were talking about Nabat. So go ahead.
Nabanya, the Panharmonicon wizard.
Yes, he's insane.
I played the Spell Seeker, so when you get 2 searches in my zombie deck, I got to search for Pact of Negation and Cyclonic Rift because Cyclonic Rift only costs 2. Isn't that a spell to get off
And
that?
you see, that's another busted thing to get off that. Is you can get your Psychonic Rift. Seaborn Mute, you should definitely put that in there. I think it's going to be ridiculous with Tooth and Nail.
It's
Would you want
hard
to
to
explain
cut.
Tooth and Nail?
It's really hard to cut.
No, I know, but the only thing that I feel like is a little gimmicky is the Kozlik.
Yeah, I also don't really love the Kozilek, but
Yeah.
I thought it was so funny the one time where my hand was 45 and no one played a single spell.
Because I've picked it up. Yeah, there's that. But I picked it up and I'm like, it can only be cast when you have colorless lands or
Wait, Tom,
dictate.
did you attack and put something into play?
Yeah, Yosei.
Oh, okay.
I finally put the dragon. So what Yosei does is he's is he 6 mana?
6 mana,
Yeah.
white,
If you
Yeah,
get to
2
7
white,
Dragon
4
Balls, he
colors.
comes out.
Yeah, so he's a 5/5 white flyer.
Hop, skip, and a jump.
When he
summon,
dies,
7 Dragon Balls.
target tap down 5. It's 5 permanents target player controls. They don't untap during their player's untap step, and they skip their untap step. Is it 5 or 4 permanents?
4.
It's 4, right?
It's 4.
Yosei.
The Morning Star.
Was it 4? 5. It is 5.
Oh, it is 5.
So
We're idiots.
me and Matt have a nifty little line where he is gonna kill. I think he kills Yosei.
With Chupacabra.
Yeah, and then we keep Jape. It's literally gonna time. It's basically time walking you, or like exhaustion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I love Exhaustion.
Yeah. Well, didn't that
I
card
love
go?
Chill.
Didn't that card go up? Hold on.
Exhaustion? I don't think so. Because I think it's had multiple
That is not how you
things.
spell exhaustion. It's an H.
Wait, it's EH.
No, EXH.
EXH. Right there. Has it gone up at all? It's
Yeah.
$1.
Yeah, no.
Yo, this card's busted. Look at this.
Because I run it in turbo turns. It's a pseudo take an extra turn card. Say we're like having trouble drawing the stuff. It basically gives you another chance
So
to draw
what did he
cards.
Fiend Hunter?
He Fiend Hunter's my Teferi.
Right.
Oh yeah, that kind of has to go.
Yeah.
That winds up. I win the game with that Fiend Hunter. Just saying.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. He also messed up. He should have killed you.
He should have killed me. He absolutely
could've.
should have killed me.
He
Well, the
could've.
problem was whoever he attacks,
Well,
the
I
person
should've.
who comes in second. That's what that
Chupacabra.
game becomes.
Sorry, I'm a little phlegmy right now.
Yeah, so Jake, obviously we're picking on Jake a lot because he's doing the most. When there's an underlying rule in Commander that whenever you
Play blue, you get killed.
No, it's not that. It's whenever a player is drawing
Pretty
cards,
much.
you have to aggress them. Because 9 out of 10 times the player that's drawing cards is going to do something to win the game.
Because they're getting all their answers. They have all the good cards. Well, like, hey, I have 2 cards in my hand. Well, I have 9.
Yeah, they're keeping card advantage. Like, man, Matt's hand is ridiculous if he...
I very rarely have under 9 cards in my hand.
You know, he could have also won if he just sacked the Death Baron and the Risen Executioner to Ashnod's Altar.
make
And then
the
paid
mana.
1 blue and,
Yeah.
and 1 land to cast Rooftop Storm and probably could have just won with that. Matt had trouble piloting this deck because it was very new to him, and this deck is really difficult to pilot. Like, there's so many ways you can go with combos that, like, okay, you could just play creatures and swing at people, that's easy. But, like, it's very hard to pilot the deck. Okay, so you're playing Llanowar Scout. You want to explain what that does?
Isn't that Satyr Wayfinder?
No, that's Llanowar Scout. I don't think you play Satyr Wayfinder.
Cool. Well, that one, that's a 2 mana 1/3. It says it's a tap ability. Tap, put a land from your hand onto the battlefield. This one does not say as a sorcery.
No, that's
There-
why it's good. Oh, here
There
we go.
goes
Here
some,
comes the value.
Explosive veggies, baby.
Yeah, gotta eat your vegetables.
Always.
Did you remember the mending trigger, or did you miss that?
No, I did it. Remember, this is one game I didn't miss.
All right, right. No, I don't think you missed a single one.
This is a first in my entire Magic career.
Yeah. So Matt, I'm trying to see. Okay, so he's got the cycle guy. He's got prized amalgam. He's got the blue guy that you can discard your hand in your upkeep and draw that many cards. I think I saw a Vamp Tutor. What am I yelling at him about?
About how he can win the game.
Hey, so if you put these cards on the field and then you play Pikachu, then you can win the.
Thunder deals 120 damage divided as you want.
So I love Matt's Matt.
Yes.
The Penguin Matt is fantastic.
Yeah, Penguillian click.
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I love their mats. They're so funny.
Yeah, Alex came in here today with Llama of, what was it?
Grim Llama Man.
Grim Llama
Llama
Mancer.
Mancer.
Yeah, I like the...
Death Rate Summit.
I
Death
like,
Rate Salmon's
I like
great.
Magus of the Moo is a really...
I like Snipcaster Mage
And
and
Ma-
Crab.
What is it?
No.
Manatary Mentor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this a term that he
The
rooftop
kitchen
storms?
links.
Kitchen Links is great.
Yeah. Is this
Yeah,
the
this
turn
is
that he
Rooftop
doesn't?
Storm. And
Well,
it
hold
just
on, let's
doesn't
see,
win
hold
off
on.
Rooftop Storm.
Wait, I'm not sure if it's actually this turn though.
Oh,
this is when we got
And they
caught.
have Grizzly Brand. That's right, the bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grizzly. Yep, Grizzly Brand. I remember
No,
that one.
isn't it just Grizzly Bear?
Grizzly Bear.
No, it's
Death Right Salmon.
That's a good one.
I remember Death Right Salmon. Oh no, he's casting the commander.
Oh, and there's Tassipur, the Golden Paw.
Yeah,
I
I love
remember that
that's
one.
a great one. Mm-hmm. So I respond.
Oh, look at the reliquary tower.
Throw that fancy reliquary.
Where'd you
tower.
get that reliquary tower from?
I bought it.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You didn't play in the standard in the.
Guys, you're forgetting the most.
Pay to win,
You're forgetting
baby.
the most important one, Tarmogoat.
That's a good one too.
Wait, what did you Crozen grip? The altar?
The altar, because he wins with the altar. Remember, he would have literally just won that turn with Rooftop Storm and the altar.
No, he didn't play rooftop.
Oh no,
Storm
no,
yet.
yeah, but I just didn't want him.
I think he had something in the grave. So that's the new Lily. So this is a really cool interaction. Derek, do you want to explain how that works in that deck?
Oh, the one that lets you cast great zombies from your graveyard.
This turn.
Yeah, because she could use it the turn she comes out.
It's a minus.
It's -3, right?
The other effects are kind of irrelevant.
Yeah, and it just lets you can cast zombies from your graveyard this turn.
So her +1 is you get to mill the top 3 cards, and if you at least hit a zombie, you deal 2 damage to everybody. And then her -2, -1.
honestly, I don't remember.
Let me just.
I'm not super familiar, but just being able to cast
It deals -X to a creature equal to the number of zombies you control, but I don't remember what minus.
Rooftop Storm and her her ability. Lets you make-
Explain. Did we even explain what Rooftop Storm does yet? I don't think so.
Zombies cost you may cast 0 instead of paying a
It's omnipotence for
cost.
zombies.
Yeah.
Omniscience.
Well, no, it doesn't
Sure.
say that. No, it's a big difference because omnipotence say you can play without paying its mana cost. These say you get cast them as though they cost 0.
Here we go.
Which is a big distinction.
Right, it is very different. So it's a -2. Target creature gets -X until end of turn, where X is the number of zombies you control. And you gain 2 life from the first effect, which I almost never use the first effect. So the second effect, the third effect, the only reason why you're going to use her is you may cast zombies from your graveyard this turn. So the way that this works with Rooftop Storm is if you have like a Nykthos or a way to generate mana with that deck, which that deck has 2. It has Crypt of Aghanim.
Aghanim.
Do you want to explain that one?
Yeah, it's 2 colorless tap. You get black mana for each black creature in your graveyard.
And it enters tapped. And it also taps for a black generically.
Yeah,
so
which is nice.
It's nice. Like, that's kind of important because the deck is mainly black. Oh, there's Obs Unshackled, so I want to explain this because this is the... So I utter-ended something. What did I utter end?
It's not. There we go.
Okay, so I utter ended the E-Witness, which utter end is white, black, 2 colorless, exile target, non-land permanent. I utter ended the E-Witness because I know how crazy she gets in your deck.
Yep.
Because you can constantly return and recast things.
Team Sabertooth, baby!
So Ob Unshackled. So Matt is going to target my Yosei. We are politicking the crap out of this game against Jake right now. So Yosei's going to die. I'll get to Ob Unshackled in a second, but Yosei's gonna die. I'm tapping down his 3 lands. I think I say the Mending of Dominaria and the Llanowar Scout as like a joke. I hit like the 3 lands, Llanowar Scout and Tatiova. Yeah.
I think this is when Mending pops.
So, with Ob Unshackled, if any player searches their library, they lose 10 life. And then they have to sack a creature, and whenever another creature dies that an opponent controls, I can put a +1/+1 counter on Ob Nixilis. And I think that's it. He's flying and trample, I think. So the reason why we play that in Kalia is because a lot of people like to tutor, and that just craps on decks that are constantly tutoring and stuff like that.
Or playing things like Harrow.
Yeah, exactly. It was mainly for... So there's the Master Cruelties that we were talking about before.
Remember, Ob Nixilis is whenever another creature dies, not just your opponent.
Okay, yeah. So
it includes your own.
So I don't think that I actually did that for Yosei.
So actually, let's talk about this. This is a key turn. What we missed while this turn was happening was whoever Matt decides to attack, the other one wins the game next turn.
Yeah, because I think that what's going to happen next is Matt's going to try to go for game.
And I had no, sir.
I had no engines going in this game. Like, I had no tutors, no necropotents or anything the deck runs.
Your engine is the commander.
So many draw. But if you don't have good creatures that keep the engine going, then you're just playing big creatures and you do nothing. So if you don't have like a Runescar Demon or Razaketh, like something to tutor to keep your engine going, then the Kalia just kind of falls short.
So Mending of Dominaria just popped.
Yeah, so you got some lands back, but what's crazy about Yosei is they don't get to untap during their untap step, so he literally had to stay there. He only got those 2 lands, he got to draw 2 cards. And the thing that I was explaining to Jake was that Mending of Dominaria shuffles back in because it sacks as, if I'm right, it sacks as a state-based action, and then you shuffle, and I saw you draw it back too, which was really funny. But it shuffles in as a state-based... Yeah, it shuffles in as a state-based action. Well, it dies as a state-based action and then gets shuffled back in. So... Is Matt is he at 19?
He's at 22.
Yes.
No, this one.
Oh, yeah.
Tom, look at the bottom of the screen.
What's at the bottom of the
The
screen?
life
Bottom left.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they've been around the whole time.
So, Ob the Unshackled. So, you play Lotus Cobra. You want to explain how insane that card is in that deck?
So, basically, Lotus Cobra combos with 1 card. It's called Scape Shift. Not sure if you've ever heard of that one. But Scape Shift is when I sacrifice all my lands.
Any number. Yeah,
I sacrifice all of mine, but it says sacrifice any number of lands, search your library for that many lands, put them onto the battlefield.
Period.
Tapped.
Not basics, just anything.
lands.
Anything for anything.
I grab my Gaia's Cradle, I grab my Tabernacle, I grab all the fun stuff.
Right, because he actually has those. He has this guy's cradle, his tabernacle.
You see all those basics, baby?
You know, I was really saying that Jake should play Thespian Stage Dark Depths. Just because, like...
I have Crop, I have Sylvan Scrying, I have Escape.
Yeah, if you have lands, you might as well.
But, like, the problem...
Because Thespian Stage, he could do it every turn because he has Crucible Worlds and Life from the World. Just like a land deck.
Yeah, so let's just get back to Lotus Cobra. Whenever a land enters the battlefield, I get to... It's a landfall ability for Lotus Cobra. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool.
Yo, dude, we should play Glacial Chasm. Do you know what that does?
Yeah, I can't attack things that do no damage, cumulative upkeep, pay 2 life.
Listen, yeah. When it comes into play, sacrifice a land, you cannot attack. All damage dealt to you is reduced to 0. So...
But how do I win then?
You win, when you don't pay on the turn that you're going to win, you don't pay for it, and it goes away.
Yeah. It's a fun one.
And you gain that life back. You could probably fight the amount of life that you gain.
I can, but it's cumulative, so isn't it 2, then 4, then 6?
Yeah, but it's Commander, dude. Does that really mean anything?
No, especially since I get put down to like 6 in this game.
Yeah, and then you end up winning anyway. Like, Tatiova's really good at, like...
Being stupid.
Yo, imagine
litigating the life that
imagine you played Nissa and got her ultimate off. That's the same effect. So
is this Impact Tremors?
I cut Nissa. It's just not.
Is that Impact Tremors?
Yes, it is. That's how I win the game.
Yes, it is.
That Impact Tremors.
Do we want to explain what that does?
Impact Tremors is I believe it's whenever a creature enters the battlefield deals damage equal to its power to a creature or player.
Here we go.
No,
with
Impact
Rooftop
Tremors is whenever a creature enters the battlefield,
Oh,
deals
no, just
one.
one. And
To
no,
each
have-
player.
I'm
to each
thinking.
player.
I'm thinking of the one from that. Never mind.
Lord of the Undead. That's the cycling dude. Gravecrawler, Prized Amalgam, Risen Executioner, Sidisi. So the problem that he has here is
He has no
can't
icon.
he can't use Sidisi again. So he doesn't have a way to deal damage, and he doesn't have a sack outlet. So he can't get both right now. You see what I'm saying,
Does he
Derek?
have Rooftop Storm in play?
He does. So
Can he play-
here's the
wait.
problem. So he needed to get one of the ones that dealt damage, and also one of the ones. So he had infinite casts. He had Gravecrawler and he had Risen Executioner, but he needed something that let him sack. And then he couldn't play Jisn Giralf, so he gets Plague Belcher, right? Which is a way to win, but he doesn't have a way to sack a creature.
You know what he could have gone? He could have gone the 4-drop zombie that gets a zombie from your graveyard back to your hand.
He didn't have anything engraved that let him sack.
Sidisi sacks itself.
Yes,
On the board
but
already.
understand, if he got that, it wouldn't have changed anything. He needed to get a sack outlet and a way to win.
Croson Grip's a killer, man.
So he needed to get like Plague Belcher. So he did have Diagraph Colossus, so he could make infinite 2/2s. But that didn't mean anything.
the important part
So-
is he was one combo piece off.
So he didn't have Jisn Giralf to recast the free zombie, right? He couldn't. So here's his problem. I looked at his hand. He couldn't do that. Like I was like, you could probably kill one player with this, but you don't have the double whack to do it. But basically, his problem was, and I was trying to help him win because he was literally one off of winning. And basically, what happened is he had no way to get something that dealt damage and also something that was going to be able to sack something, right? So he had Grim. I made him get Grim, right? So then Grim was able to sack something, and he had infinite zombies, so he can make Grim an infinite. But he had
what probably would have gotten him out of this is Phyrexian Delver. Because he could have brought out Sidisi sack to actually
which one's Phyrexian?
Phyrexian Delver is a 5-drop 3/2 zombie that when it enters the battlefield, you reanimate a creature from your graveyard and you just lose life equal to its converted mana cost.
But is that in the deck?
I don't think so, no.
it also
Right.
it just got reprinted in
But what I'm saying is he didn't have any way to win this turn. So he needed Jisn Giralf, which I don't. How did he get Jisn Giralf out?
He replayed her.
He replayed her and ran out of stuff.
No. I think I was telling him that he can't play Jisn Giralf. Look, we were putting counters on it because we're like, Grim's an infinite, because he makes
you know,
infinite
But then
2/2s.
I caught it, and then also Ob would be an infinite, because he has to sack the creature to do it.
Yeah, so I was like, we were. So do you want to explain why Gravecrawler and a sack outlet and Rooftop Storm?
Yeah, because Gravecrawler you can cast from your graveyard if you control another zombie, and Rooftop Storm says you may cast zombies with 0. It doesn't say from your hand, it just says you may cast zombies. So if it's in your graveyard as a zombie, he costs 0.
I missed so many triggers on Ob Nixilis.
So you have to cast him infinitely there.
You didn't catch one when I tried to use friggin' Evolving Line.
So, I think that the thing that we messed up is he could have cast Sidisi out of the graveyard for free.
Did he not cast it this turn?
No, he.
Oh no, that is what he did. He did cast it out of the graveyard.
That was the-
So his free cast, he had no way to win on that turn. Like, I looked through the deck, I looked through his hand, there was physically no way for him to win.
It's because he cast the DC.
Yeah.
He could have
If
gotten...
he had Phyrexian Delver,
If he had one more mana, he could have gotten Alter Dementia. But he did not. He had no way to make that second mana, period. Like, there was no way he could have won. We went through it so many times.
yeah.
Oh, Karamit God.
See, if he
So
had-
here's the second Yosei.
If he had,
That's
if
strip
he had,
mine
Phyre-
would
yeah, if he had Phyrexian,
Yeah, that strip mine messed him up.
if he had,
What's that
Phyre- if he
killer?
had Phyrexian Delver, it would be. I think it would have gotten him out of this, but he doesn't run.
Hold on, I want to read that. Phyrexian.
It's animate on a creature, a zombie.
And you pay life for it.
Yes.
so.
Do you have it?
I don't have an extra one, but I don't think it's really worth anything. What is he like?
Holy crap, I want that.
He's a zombie, and he reanimates. So you could actually sack Jisn Giralf, reanimate her to use her ability again.
Dude,
Or just reanimate.
it's any creature.
Yeah, it's any creature.
When you lose life equals 2.
Yeah, but who cares about that,
It doesn't
though?
matter.
I do need that.
And,
So
and
this-
it is a zombie.
This is an important part of the game. Matt just untapped, and he is
But
deciding
you could
who
just do
he's going
Grave
to
Digger,
attack.
though. On the turn you're winning, you don't really need that.
But it puts into play and not cast it. And like I said, it's the get.
But when you have this?
it's the get Jisn Giralf out because they're not zombies. You can,
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
stack them all.
but if you put Jason Draw from the grave, that's dangerous.
Well, the thing is, you bring it back out with that so you could use her ability again because it forgets that you cast the zombie this turn already.
Shit, I see what you're saying. I need to get one of those.
It forgets that.
Guess who's writing that down?
Wait, but so this is a key part of the game. Matt,
Yeah, go ahead.
Matt C just attacked with what is it, Master of Cruelties? Is that the one that?
And put Matt at 1, yes.
He put Matt M to 1. He made it unblockable with Skeleton Key, I believe.
Mhm.
Right? Isn't that what it's called? Skeleton Key.
Yep.
And then I get to untap, and I get to win here. So my issue is I couldn't decide who I needed to attack. I could not kill all 3 players because Matt M's board state was too wide that I wouldn't be able to sneak any trample through with this fun card called Tooth and Nail. So what Tooth and Nail does is it's 7 mana with Entwine for 2. You may search your library for 2 creatures and put them into your hand, or you may put 2 creatures from your hand onto the battlefield. The fun part about this is Entwine lets you do both. So you get to look through your deck for 2 cards, put them onto the 2 creatures, put them onto the battlefield. If those are even the creatures you want, you may already have one in your hand. But what I do,
This is such a funny way that he kills Matt. Because Matt's going to win on next turn.
because he's at 1.
Yeah, so just look at this. Watch what Jake does. So Jake looks at his hand. He finds a blue spell. And he's like, oh, here's Mending a Dominaria. You know, this looks pretty good. But then what's funny is, hold on, this gets amazing.
This gets so good.
Oh, so that's,
Ramanap Excavator.
Yeah.
Crucible of Worlds on a body.
I'm going to end up putting that in there also.
So, what happens here?
Rapid hybridization. So what's going to happen with Impact Tremors? It's going to deal 1 damage.
1 damage to each.
So he's turning the Feed Hunter into a 3/3 Frog Lizard.
That's
He gets
going to
creature
trigger
back.
Impact Tremors. No, I didn't
And he
care
gets
about
the fairy back.
It was my only way to kill him.
So Matt's just dead.
So I kill Matt with Matt's. I killed Matt M with Matt
Because
C's.
he's going to deal
Impact
1 to
Tremors.
everybody.
Because, that's the only person I couldn't kill this turn.
He gets the Frog Lizard.
He gets a Frog Lizard, and that kills Matt.
Yeah.
One less person to fight.
So think about it. So if you got Phyrexian Delver, and Sidisi sacked Jason Draw.
Grim.
Got Phyrexian
Yeah.
Delver. Use Phyrexian Delver to bring her back. You can search for use him to recast the Sidisi again.
You're going to have to help me make a cut for that.
All right.
Yeah, so I play Tooth and Nail here.
I actually think I know what I want to cut.
Even with Obnixilis on board, I'm going to pay this 10 life to win the game. That seems like a great trade. So I'm
It is.
paying 9. I'm going to get Craterhoof Behemoth and a Seedborn Muse because I already had the Avenger of Zendikar in my hand.
So explain all of it.
So Crater.
Wait, so yeah, he's taking the damage from Ob, by the way, though.
So how it happens is I get to search my deck for 2
And
creatures.
he doesn't take 2. Because I read the card, it searches at 1 time, so.
Yeah, so Tooth and Nail, basically, it wins you the game. I search for Craterhoof and then Avenger of Zendikar. Avenger of Zendikar enters the battlefield, and I get to put a 0/1 plant for each land on the battlefield. I had a lot of those.
And then Craterhoof makes everything plus for each creature you can control.
Craterhoof makes it +X for each creature.
And Trample.
And Trample, which is the big part.
And Craterhoof has haste.
Anyway, I guess he wins the game here.
Yeah,
right?
we're scooping it up. So that was a good
Because
game.
I had enough creatures that were able to
Jake
attack
really
to
came out of that game.
So I guess that's the end of this video, guys. So thanks for watching.
Yes. Thanks for watching.
Get Tooth and Nail.
That seems pretty good.
Build around.
That seems pretty good. Green
Lands
cards.
matter.
Green cards seem really good.
Blue cards seem good too.
And the blue cards seem good too.